Thanks for staying with us. So, another segment, we are in. The national chairman of the APC, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, yesterday announced that the president of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, was the consensus candidate for the party. In a swift reaction, APC Northern governors rejected the Senator Lawan as consensus candidate, insisting that power must be shifted to the South. Joining us on the show is the chairman of the Southern Senators Forum, Senator Opeyemi Bamidele. Welcome to the show, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. So we know the primaries are happening today, but before we get into the primaries conversation, yesterday it's like there's confusion between your parties. So your chairman is saying something, your governors are saying another thing, the members of the committee are saying a totally different thing, and the president is saying a different. So what is going on? What do you think happened? And is there a rift between the NWC chairman and his counterparts?
Well, we put it this way, Mariah, and I agree with you and the other beautiful queens in the house. And thank you guys for what you are doing on a daily basis. You are adding a lot of value to us as a nation. We're very proud of you.
Like that.
Well, basically, what went on in APC yesterday for me was like the climax of the various conspiracy theories that had been the order of the day in the last couple of weeks. Remember, there have been all manners of conspiracy theories. First, it was like Emefiele was going to end up as the presidential candidate at some point. It was going to be former President Goodluck Jonathan. At some point, it was going to be, all manners of people. So even when the screening exercise was conducted, there was also another conspiracy theory that some of the aspirants had been disqualified. So hearing yesterday too that the national chairman wanted to foist on the party a particular aspirant in the name of His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Ahmed Lawan, was just one of those things that the party had to deal with. But the national organizing secretary of the party addressed the gentlemen of the press later in the day by saying that the National Working Committee of the party, exercising the powers of the neck of the party, remained together. And as far as they were concerned, there was nothing like a consensus aspirant trying to emerge as the flag bearer of the party in today's convention. Meanwhile, the northern governors also had spoken earlier. And I want to say that what the northern governors said, I wasn't just about them. I saw it as a reflection and a direct response to the popular yearnings and aspirations of the Nigerian people who feel that there was the need for power to shift to the southern part of the country. I am the chairman of the Southern Senators Forum. So I can assure you that what the northern governors said yesterday resonated very well with us as senators from the southern part of the country. It wasn't just about APC.
Right.
Even in PDP, there had been such an agitation. And today, I'm glad that our own governors from the north are standing on their feet to take this patriotic position.
Okay.
And so today, we are looking forward to going to a primary election that will be free and fair, that will be rancor-free, that will be transparent and open in the full glare of Nigerians. And I'm glad TVC is one of the media houses that will do a live coverage along with some other reputable.
Senator, let me get a few more questions in for you.
Yes.
Senator, someone on YouTube just mentioned APC Fuji House of Commotion, and it's a reflection of the social media conversation of the discord in the disunity in information coming out of APC. And for the interest of Nigeria as a whole, it is to our own interest as a country for APC to get it right in bringing out a candidate because it's a strong party. And my question to you, sir, is beyond the primaries that we are all looking forward to, goes peaceful today, and the result comes out, how can we unify within the party? Because there's a lot of issues with the chairman of the party, and the fact that the chairman of the party is making unilateral decisions without the national committee or talking to the governors and giving declarations. What would that be like after these immediate primaries for today?
Well, I can assure you that what will be important to every stakeholder in APC will be for us to get something positive out of this special convention that is scheduled to hold today and tomorrow. It would not matter how we got there, as long as it turns out to be a credible process of selecting our flag bearer. The national chairman, whatever he did, I can assure you, remains and exists only within the realm of rumors. Mind you, the national chairman did not officially address the delegates. The national chairman does not have a vote today. Even the president of the country will be there. The president of the country does not have a vote because no statutory delegate will be able to vote.
Right.
And what that means is only the 3 delegates, national delegates electoral from each of the 774 local governments will cast their votes today and take the decision. Now, if it is the delegates that will take a decision, and the chairman did not say anything to them, but the president of the country, who's also the leader of the party, has met with different stakeholders. He met with the governors. He solicited for a free and fair process in ensuring that a credible, and formidable candidate emerged. Thereafter, the president met with all the aspirants. It was the same message he passed on to them. And this morning, as we are talking, what is being circulated among the various national delegates is also a message from the president directly to the national delegates, wherein Mr. President has told them, please go ahead and vote according to your conscience. Go and vote for a flag bearer that you know is capable of winning an election and that will have a mass appeal to the Nigerian electorate. Because at the end of the day, it is the people of Nigeria that will vote. Ours is to ensure that as a party, we present Nigerians with a credible, alternative to whatever every other party is presenting. And that will present a candidate that also understands what it takes to move Nigeria forward.
Okay. Go ahead, Mariam.
Yes.
Okay, I would like to understand. See, I'm not a very big fan of politicking, because I don't understand the game. But if you could help us understand how the chairman could make a pronouncement and then everyone comes out to say we're not in agreement with this, when it seemed like there must have been a previous meeting. Was it that they agreed with him in a meeting and then they came out and then decided to turn their backs on him? And I'm also asking that because we've seen PDP primaries gone by. There was supposed to be alliances and allegiances, and then at the very last minute, we saw things, a disruption of that alliance and allegiance and a realigning. Are we expecting to, is it something we'll be expecting to see also in today's primaries?
Well, to begin with, like I said earlier, whatever the chairman, the national chairman, was meant to have said was not said within the public domain. So it's only in the public domain by virtue of the fact that some people leaked it, that the chairman said that. And the national organizing secretary of the party, Alhaji Argungu, came out to address a press conference yesterday afternoon by making it clear that that was not the position of the National Working Committee of the party. So whatever is not the official position of the National Working Committee of the party will not count. The chairman could have his own preferred aspirant, and that would be his own personal opinion, his own private decision. But as far as the leadership of the party is concerned, the position of majority of the members of the National Working Committee, which is also consistent with the position of Mr. President, who is the leader of the party, which is also consistent with the position of the governors, as well as even the aspirant themselves, is that everybody is going today to have a free and fair primaries, and the delegates will take the decision.
Okay,
then, with respect to whether or not APC will renege on its decision, I mean, as was done by PDP, well, PDP took a decision, told the whole world that they were going to, elect their flag bearer from the southern part of the country, but got to the convention and did a different thing. For APC, such a decision was not taken at any point, but majority of the stakeholders within APC, just like majority of Nigerian stakeholders outside of the political class, were of the strong opinion that the next president of the country should come from the southern part of the country. You see, when we talk about the next president coming from the south, it's also a constitutional matter. Section 14 of our constitution says, no particular part of the country shall run Nigeria. Nigeria shall not be run in the way that it would look like a particular part of the country is dominating, the governance of this country.
Okay, let me talk about that domination for a second. Senator, let's talk about Senator, let me talk about that. What you just mentioned is very important. I want to talk about it for a second. Because the chief whip of the Senate, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, withdrew from this race, principally because he felt betrayed by the Southwest, saying they also want to vie for presidency, especially when it is very glaring that it should be the turn of the South. So if we're talking about federal character, if we're talking about the equity, we're talking about the Southeast really, if equitably, should be considered. So an Amechi, for example, should be a front runner here. So in your view, if we're talking about coming South, should we be more specific? I mean, I know Amechi is South, but still South. The point is, do you think that as we go to the primaries today, that the delegates should consider Nigerians' yearnings, that these should go specifically to the Southeast?
Well, I will put it this way. In a political contest such as this, all manners of permutations will be there, all manners of theories will be there. But with due respect to distinguished Senator Orji Kalu, my colleague in the Senate, whom I respect so much, I think it will be unfair on his part to say the Southwest is, betrayer of the Southeast. I am not aware of any such agreement that is being betrayed by any part of the South. When you say the southern part of the country, talk about amalgamation of Nigeria, and the amalgamation law is about the amalgamation of the northern and southern protectorate. And that is the basis of the federal character that we have in our constitution today. Federal character is not just about 6 geopolitical zones. 6 geopolitical zones are not known to our constitution. They are there for administrative and political convenience. What is known to our laws is the amalgamation of the southern and northern protectorate. What would appear to be northern protectorate today is politically divided into the northwest, northeast, and north central geopolitical zones. And what would be southern protectorate is divided into, southeast, south-south, and southwest geopolitical zone, is for the purpose of political convenience. If you ask me, and that's part of the problem Nigeria.
Hello? Okay, I think it's been frozen a bit, so we're trying to unfreeze our guest.
I think...
I actually heard Senator Kalu saying he was supporting this Lawan...
Yes, candidacy,
yeah, he was supporting it and saying that the Northeast has never produced a president and neither has the Southeast. So the Southwest and the Northwest cannot be part of the equation. That was his stand on a TV show yesterday.
Okay, we're still trying to get our guests back because, I mean, I know there's always an issue of trust. So.
Yes, and I hear him, and it just seems a bit interesting that the laws have been interpreted in different ways. Further character, for me, has always been Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa. Like, we must cover those three major groups.
Okay, I'm sorry,
so, but now we have North and South.
Sorry, you're back.
Okay,
we lost
I can hear you now.
Okay. I guess I can't remember what you were saying before, but I think I'd like Tokwe to jump in now.
Yes, so I wanted to understand, okay, so within the South, while legally, or according to the federal character, it's North and South, within the South, because we have this conversation and clamor even within each state, where a community will say, oh, we've not produced a local government chairman, we're also in this place, or community will not produce a senator, this local government has not been represented. Even within the South, the conversation should actually take place among Southern governors to agree that this particular region hasn't produced any leader at the presidential level. Shouldn't the South have that conversation amongst themselves to come together and pick a region that hasn't been represented at the presidential level?
Well, such a discussion, Tokwe, will not be anything that is different and what ought to be. What is governed within the realm or regime of law. What ought to be is governed within the regime of morality. It will be moral, politically, for such discussions to hold and for such decisions to be taken. But constitutionally, what our laws recognize is the amalgamation, like I said, of two protectorates, the Northern Protectorate and the Southern Protectorate. Right. We must come to terms with it first before we begin to overemphasize geopolitical zone, because that is our own political creation. The legal creation is the Northern and Southern protectorate. And that's why you see the Northern governors, when they were taking their decision yesterday, they were very careful. They chose their word, they knew what they were doing. They wanted to stay within the ambit of the law by saying, we believe the next president should come from the South. So if Senator Orji Kalu feels so strongly about the Southeast presenting the next president, he could have submitted, even if he was withdrawing, he could have supported any of the Southeastern aspirants. Senator Ken Nnamani was there. Ogbonaya Onu, showed interest. Emeka Iwajuba, is also an aspirant. He could have supported any of those. It will be his own choice, and nobody would be grudging.
Okay, I have a few more questions for you, sir, because we have a little bit more time. Mike can.
Okay. Yes. So we know who the PDP presidential flag bearer is right now. And everybody's asking the question that, given the stance that APC has taken concerning insisting that it goes to the South, do you confidently say you have a non-Northern candidate that can stand or defeat a Atiku in PDP?
Yes, I can say that very confidently. And when people try to make it look as if, because, PDP has picked a presidential flag bearer from the North, like Senator Orji Kalu would argue. So if APC wants to win an election, APC had better pick its own presidential candidate from the North. It's a conspiracy theory. we were in this country in 1993 when Alhaji Ibrahim Tofa of blessed memory was picked from Kano by, the NRC, the National Republican Convention, while the Social Democratic Party, SDP, picked its own presidential candidates, from the Southwest, late MKO Abiola, also of blessed memory. And people said, oh, because, it was a game of number, there were more people from the North that will vote. You know what? MKO Abiola did not only win that election, MKO Abiola defeated Alhaji Ibrahim Tofa in his ward in Kano. He didn't just win in Kano, he won in Ibrahim Tofa's ward. The political dynamics must be understood along the line of what is the mood of the nation and what do Nigerians are going beyond just voting for political parties. Yeah. Nigerians are also looking at individuals. What is your antecedent? What is your credibility? And based on your pedigree, to what extent can they repose confidence in you? What kind of hope do they have in you? Okay. What is important is that APC is capable of presenting Nigerians with a presidential flag bearer that has a scientific understanding of what is wrong in this country, that has a scientific understanding of what is to be done, and as much as possible, has a thorough understanding of the workings of our economy. These are the issues that Nigerians
I have two more
are interested in.
Questions for you so we can wrap up. YK, go ahead, please.
If at the convention today, a northern candidate emerges, will he get your support? Will you remain with the party?
Well, I'll put it this way.
Frozen again. Oh. Please don't freeze us.
That was an important question.
Yeah. Very important question.
Okay, we'd really like to hear the answer to that question because we'd like to know also his own preferred candidates. Who would he vote? Because he's probably a super delegate. Of course, we can't. He can't because he's not a statutory delegate and not allowed to vote here. But if he were to vote, I would like to know who he would vote for. But I think he's frozen right now. I don't know. So we're trying to see.
It wouldn't be wise for him to say
anything
on national television. But we should all keep Nigeria in our prayers, and I hope that when we're done with all this.
Okay, so he's back.
Okay. Good.
So YK's question. YK, want to start? Did you get YK's question, sir? Hello, sir. Senator Bamidele, are you there? Hello, sir. Okay.
Can he text us his response?
Oh, yes, we can. Please, we want you to answer YK's question.
Yes. Just trying to follow up on my train of thought and conclude on that. One of the 12 people, one of the 11 people who signed the statement 2 days ago,
man.
also advising that the next... Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can. Please. We have like 10 seconds left. Go ahead.
One of the people who signed that statement was Alhaji Wamako, former governor of Sokoto State. It might interest you to know that currently, as we speak, Alhaji Wamako is the chairman of the Northern Senators Forum. I chair the Southern Senators Forum. So if you had Alhaji Wamako signing such a statement, and the following day you had 13 governors from the North also addressing the nation on the same issue, that the next president should come from the South. These are elected representatives of the people of the North, and sitting governors and former governors. We cannot dismiss this with
so who is your own preferred candidate, Senator Bamidele?
You haven't answered the question.
By the decision of the party, but I know that the stakeholders in the party know better than to do something that will make us laughable as a party.
That's a political answer. We're asking you now, as a person, as an individual, who is your own preferred candidate?
And will you support the Northern...
Hello?
Sir, we can hear you. We don't want you to answer on behalf of the party. We want you to answer, Honorable Senator Bamidele. Who is your own preferred candidate?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Please hear me. Honorable Bamidele, I'm asking,
Okay,
who is your own preferred candidate? You, not party, you person.
Well, thank you, Morayo. My preferred candidate is that aspirant who has, by what he has done in this country, the ability and capacity to provide leadership, that has the courage to take decision. That aspirant who has the capacity to identify talents, deploy them, and be there to supervise them to accomplishment in taking Nigeria to the next level. Whoever fits,
give us a name.
will be my desired candidate.
Okay, politicians are just amazing.
No, but I feel like we need to applause.
The only reason I appear to be speaking in parable, Morayo, you know, I can be courageous in taking my decision.
Yeah.
But the only reason I'm speaking in parable is that I'm not just speaking as Opeyemi Bamidele.
Yeah.
I'm speaking as a member of the Media and Publicity Committee of the Special Convention Planning Committee.
We understand.
And the mandate I have to speak at this point is just the mandate to assure Nigerians of our preparedness to organize a free and fair and very credible primary election.
We understand
if
that.
I were to be speaking in an individual capacity, believe me, I would have mentioned.
Okay, I'll call you in private capacity and find out.
Yes or no? Yes
All right.
or no? Will you support a northern candidate? Yes or no?
Let me tell you.
Hey, politicians, yes or no, not very.
The northern candidate who was even rumored to have been
selected,
given a consensus consideration by the national chairman, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, is the current president of the Senate. We work together very closely, and in the course of our working together, we have developed a personal relationship. In the same way today, even if we are talking about the southern aspirant themselves, the governor of my state and leader of the party in Ekiti State, and therefore my own leader, Dr. Opeyemi, is also an aspirant.
Yes. Oh, we lost him. I'm so sorry. Thank you very much, Senator Opeyemi Bamidele, for joining us this morning. We appreciate it. We understand the parables. And I'll get a call and find out who the exact
I don't understand parables.
And wait.
All right, wait. Tonight is the night. We're going to be up all night vigil till tomorrow. Because it's going to go it's about to go down. From 10 p.m.
We hear the news in the morning.
We must hear the news together. We must come together. See you tomorrow. Bye. What is...